We're back again with another episode of the Neoliberal Round podcast. I'm Ronaldo McKenzie, and with me is...
I'm Dante Nelson. Hey guys, what's going on?
And of course, as promised, we continue with breaking news commentary because there's lots happening in the news. Earlier, we commented on a press release regarding the Urban Indian Heritage Society on their groundbreaking research regarding the misclassification of American families, including West Indian families, and they're doing a presentation next week, Monday, from about 6 to 9 p.m. at the Jamaica Theological Seminary's Caribbean Thought class. But as promised, we continue with more news commentary on what's going on in the news. Of course, for today, we will talk about former President Donald Trump indicted, and of course, Trump-appointed Judge Aileen Cannon is to oversee initial proceedings. Again, today we break the news that former President Donald Trump is indicted and that Trump-appointed Judge Aileen Cannon is to oversee initial proceedings. It's not breaking news, actually. I mean, it's breaking news commentary in terms of how we are contextualizing and presenting the news. It's a breaking news commentary perspective because no one is presenting this particular perspective on the issue. On this particular issue, I mean, we broke it earlier or yesterday in the neoliberal commentary, and we made it and we tweeted it out. Today, we are presenting it to you on in audio podcast. That's what's coming up on the neoliberal podcast. Welcome back to the episode. Former President Donald Trump is indicted, and his appointee, Judge Aileen Cannon, will oversee the initial proceedings. In a significant development, former President Donald Trump has been indicted on several federal charges related to his handling of classified documents. Assigned to oversee the initial stages of the case is U.S. District Judge Aileen Cannon, a judge appointed by Trump himself. This news has sparked intense interest and raised concerns about potential biases and delays in the legal process. The indictment against Trump comes in the wake of the FBI's seizure of over 100 documents with classified markings from Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in August 2022. Despite vehemently denying any wrongdoing, Trump's fate now rests in the hands of the justice system. However, questions arise about the impartiality of Judge Cannon given her direct appointment by Trump and the potential for a more favorable judicial environment in Florida. Now, President Donald Trump's indictment faces potential obstacles as Judge Aileen Cannon, a Trump-appointed judge, presides over the case. Concerns arise due to speculation of strategic placement to impede any legal action against Trump. Trump's relocation to Florida was what we call a chess move, further raises suspicions of favorable treatment from his judiciary. The impartiality of Judge Aileen in handling Trump's new indictment is eagerly awaited by many. Now, court documents and insider sources have confirmed that Judge Aileen Cannon will be presiding over the initial proceedings of the case. This development has prompted discussions about the potential impact of a Trump-appointed judge on the fairness and integrity of the trial. Skepticism regarding the objectivity of skepticism regarding the objectivity of judges in cases involving influential political figures or individuals with connections has become prevalent in recent times. The concerns surrounding Judge Cannon extend beyond her current assignment. In August 2022, her decision to restrict the FBI's use of the seized classified documents during the investigation garnered significant attention from legal experts and scholars. The subsequent delay in the investigation and legal proceedings prompted an 11th Circuit Court of Appeals panel to overturn Judge Cannon's order, citing her overstepping of jurisdiction in the probe. The incident serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between judicial authority and law enforcement imperatives, particularly in high-profile cases. Furthermore, Judge Cannon is currently presiding over the Castro v. Trump lawsuit, where Judge Anthony Castro, a GOP 2024 presidential candidate who has been on this show before several times, is suing Trump for alleged violations of Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. Castro asserts that Trump's actions supporting the January 6 insurrectionists render him ineligible to hold the presidency or to run for office. However, concerns have arisen regarding Judge Cannon's handling of this case as well. In an interview with me on the Neoliberal Realm podcast, the Neoliberal Realm by Ronaldo McKenzie YouTube channel, and as part of the Neoliberal Corporation Moral Magazine's Castro v. Trump series, Castro accused Judge Cannon of deliberate delays and filing difficulties. In response, Castro has recently filed a writ of mandamus, urging the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals to dismiss Judge Cannon and recuse her from the case, citing partiality, bias, and intentional trial delays. And we've heard this. Mr. Castro has commented on this several times, if you can recall. And they had dismissed it, but then he went back about 2 weeks ago. And of course, you can see the Castro v. Trump series part 3. And if you go to the Neoliberal Realm magazine, this particular article is available there, and that particular podcast where he presented this particular case about Judge Aileen Cannon. He talked about that, but this particular issue on that episode. Now, let me continue. Complicating matters further is Trump's strategic relocation to Florida, where he has appointed surrogates, including judges in key positions. Complicating matters further is Trump's strategic relocation to Florida, where he has appointed surrogates, including judges in key positions. This strategic move raises the suspicions of potential favoritism and an advantageous legal environment for Trump. Critics argue that such maneuvers undermine accountability and obstruct justice without repercussions. As former President Donald Trump faces potential legal hurdles, one must wonder that the impartiality and fairness of Judge Aileen Cannon in overseeing the case are under intense scrutiny. Now, the delays and perceived biases in the ongoing Castro v. Trump lawsuit add to concerns about the integrity of the legal process and what's happening with this particular case. Now you can stay updated on the latest development by following the Neoliberal Realm podcast with yours truly, Ronaldo McKenzie, my co-host, of course, Dante Nelson, and for comprehensive coverage, read the forthcoming transcripts in the Neoliberal Corporation Moral Magazine, which features Mr. John Anthony Castro talking about the latest on the Castro v. Trump trial. I think I can't remember Chris Christie, the former governor of New Jersey, has announced that he's running for president and that he's the only one who can take on Trump. Absolutely ridiculous and absolutely out of the question. He's tried to take on Trump before and he failed, and now he says that and now he can take on Trump. You tried before and you failed. So what makes you think that you can say that? That makes no sense. And secondly, the only person who is taking on Mr. Trump is Mr. John Anthony Castro. He's the only one taking on Trump and taking him on in the right way. Okay? And Mr. Trump, can I tell you, he is smart. He's playing a chess game. He planned for all of this. That is why he moved to Florida. If you want to know why he moved to Florida. That is why he moved to, why did he move to Florida from New York? He moved to Florida from New York because New York has too many liberal judges. Okay? And he appointed all of these judges in Florida and all of these liberal judges. And so now he lives in judge and the lawsuits against him won't necessarily stick. Unless you take it to the Supreme Court. This is the Neoliberal Realm podcast, brought to you by the Neoliberal Corporation. We're serving the world today to solve tomorrow's challenges by making popular what was the monopoly. And please visit us by going to https:// we have a new the neoliberal / the neoliberal.com. But the podcast has a new we have a new URL. It's https:// podcasters.spotify.com/pod/
What was this update?
something of the sort / something. But if you use anchor.fm / the neoliberal, anchor.fm / the neoliberal, you will still get access to it. And
correct.
It's easier for its rules. I can't. The other one is difficult. No, that one. No, podcast. Please remember that Anchor is now Spotify. Okay, right, Anchor.fm, the podcast, the platform the platform for creators is now taken over by Spotify, and it's now called Spotify for podcasters of the sort, and so the URL for our show is a little bit more challenging. I can't remember it. So, but if you type in anchor.fm / the neoliberal, you get us. And please, we are doing a campaign we're doing a book drive for neoliberalism. We plan to do we're really doing a lot with the neoliberal, and we're going to do another show talking about what we're doing here at the Neoliberal Corporation and how you can get involved, how you can support us. Please support the show, support the corporation, the organization. We're a think tank, digital media company that is serving the world today to solve tomorrow's challenges, and that by making popular what was the monopoly. And please, we are hoping that you can walk with us, support us, so we can meet our demands and meet and empower people through the stories that we tell and the programs that we offer and what we're doing in the world. Please, as we say, when you pray, don't pray sitting. Yes? When you dream, don't dream sleeping. Believe and have faith, but stay away from the naysayers. And for those of us who are wondering what's going on with my second book, Neoliberal Globalization Reconsidered, Neo-Capitalism and the Death of Nations, it's not out yet because it's still being reviewed by the reviewers at Haymarket, with a view of them publishing it. It will be published by Haymarket. It will be published. Haymarket will publish the book, and we have done quite a bit of update. I actually have a third and a fourth book ready to publish, and I continue to provide lecture at the Jamaica Theological.
I do want you to slow down just a little bit.
Yes.
The third book has 3.
Yeah, all of that. That's gonna wait. That's part of the research at Georgetown. That's part of the research at Georgetown, and that's on. And I'm on break a little bit from Georgetown, but the goal is to be back at Georgetown in January. But please support us. Go visit our website, see what we're about. Please access our services. If you check out our website and go to where we have several, so we have a lot of services to offer. Podcasting services, consulting services, content development, web hosting, web domain, content development services, writing services, editing services, academic support services. If you are self-publishing, we can provide help with that, while we also develop our research capabilities, and we're happy to add Chantel Burton to our staff here, and she provide we're happy for that.
And she's a great individual.
Absolutely, yes.
Hands-on.
Ramon Henry, our IT director, we just added 2 clients that we're working on. We're providing web services and web hosting, and we continue to expand and to develop and to grow. Please, and we are growing, expanding with some other students, some of my former students at JTS. They are performing part of the neoliberal movement, the neoliberal corporation.
Yes, don't forget about the world as well.
Yes,
right?
Yes, and we happy to. Yes, we are a free platform. Please support us, donate to the show.
How will we produce? How will we be? How will we provide the other news and commentary that we are doing if it wasn't for the world?
Well, I mean, we're all about serving the world today. I mean, a lot of people get this. A lot of people are challenged when I say serving. It's too poetic. Serving the world today to solve tomorrow's challenges. Serving the world today to solve tomorrow's challenges. One of the problems that we have tomorrow is artificial intelligence poses problems for tomorrow. Okay, we talk about privilege, power, and position, and exploring neoliberalism, globalization, and what gives in the past, and what opportunities do we have for the future. Say, for example, we say if the Caribbean is an invention of the 20th century, how will they reinvent themselves for the 21st century? And I'm borrowing Norman Gervin's book, the Caribbean Thought Reader, but that's a powerful statement, and I've often said that.
Yes, and that's
we have to, and
that's a powerful question.
It means we have to be willing to share.
That's a powerful question.
It means we have to be willing to exchange and to, and this is powerful. We will talk this more. By the way, Monday we will have I have a podcast to share with you guys. I'm teaching at Jamaica Theological Seminary the summer semester in Caribbean Thought. I did a lecture on Friday that I have to share with you guys. Probably I won't share that until maybe Saturday or Sunday. We will share that on the YouTube channel, and we will have that available for you guys if you visit that, and it will be available in audio as well. On Monday we have the UIHS presenting at the Jamaica Theological Seminary. We're looking forward to that. Visit the Neoliberal Corporation's More magazine website for all the details and the stories and what's happening and materials and so on and so forth. Thank you so much, guys. Support us, visit our programs, and get involved in the campaign. We have several campaigns. Please, we're doing a book fund campaign where we're trying to raise funds in 30 days. And we're also inviting you to support to the program, support to our agency as we seek to serve the world today to solve tomorrow's challenges by making popular what was the monopoly.
Yes.